Hi, Matthew. It's me. I'm back. I'm deciding. I've decided. Not off to a good start there. I've decided that I would like to continue playing. So we have an orc problem because I like it. There. That's fine there. Yep, you can't hear that. Hi, Maya. It's me. Crap. My volume is fine, I think. As in me personally in relation to everything else. And when I say everything else, there's only one other sound source at the moment making noise. But yeah, I'm gonna play more. I'm gonna turn off what I'm listening to because it's in my ears and annoying me. I'm gonna play more of so Have An Orc Problem. I should have streamed the other day, but I didn't, and we'll just leave that in the past. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Why does my Twitch keep telling me that I have my average bitrate as too high? I don't like that it does that. It's not a problem. I just don't like that it does that. Because my average bitrate is too high. See, that's the thing, Maya. You are onto something there. Is that my average bitrate is too high. But that doesn't make any sense. I can see that it is. It's varying. It just went up to 7,600 then. And the limit for Twitch is only 6,000. So yeah, it is too high. But I don't know why it's too high. Because it does it automatically. Hi, Silver. We don't have a problem. I'm just sort of looking at things and wondering why it does what it does. So my output bitrate is 6,000. I'm just using the number 6,000. It's in kilobits a second, but it's 6,000. The recommended stream bitrate for Twitch is 6,000. And in OBS, if you say I'm streaming on Twitch, optimize settings for that, it sets it to 6,000. Obviously, you've got to add audio bitrate on top of that. But my audio bitrate is only 160. So in theory, yes, it would just... I think, unless it takes 160 out of the video bitrate, then I'm not too sure. Either way, in theory, it should be fine. It shouldn't be going far enough over that it keeps saying unstable. And it shouldn't be... I am aware that 6160 is bigger than 6000. But that's... Oops. But that's that's not the bitrate I'm seeing. That's the bit that I don't understand. Can I change it mid-stream? What's 6,000 take away 160? If 5,840. 5,840, I think. If I apply that, is it going to break the stream? Can I change that on the fly, or do I have to restart the stream for that to take effect? It really isn't a problem. Twitch allows you to go over that number. Because if it didn't, they would just turn the stream off, wouldn't they? It's just that it kind of, I think, throttle it or something. Hemispheric 6767 is larger than 6160. I hate the number 67, only because I see it everywhere now. If I didn't see it everywhere, I wouldn't care. But because the number 6 and 7 are next to each other, you just can't help but see it. And it's ruined everything. It's ruined my life. I feel like I'm going insane at all given moments. You wish Twitch would throttle you physically? Don't worry, they would if they could. The only thing stopping them is that they can't physically do that. Twitch would absolutely parade naughty viewers in front of the camera and thwack them with is a flagell? Is that a thing? A flail might work. I was thinking of flagell as like a flagellant. You know, those people that used to walk around in medieval times and whip themselves. They used to be like, God, I had a gay thought one time, and so they would whip themselves in the streets. I don't know how common self-flagellation was in the past, but my history teacher led me to believe that there was at least one walking through every city of in every town, every city in the UK. I've been having them more and more. I'm starting to question whether or not I'm as straight as I think I am. But I haven't got anything to flagellate myself with. I've got a pair of pliers here. I've got a pair of pliers. I could use them to like pull on my eyes or something. Where's the here? Hello. Well, I mean, I'm smaller in the corner, but I'm here. This is a game where I feel like I can just play this game. I know I usually have about 50 to 60 minutes of just me talking, but I feel like I can play this game idly. And when I say semi-idly, I think I mean mostly idly, because there isn't really much for me to actually be doing once the game started. You had one upon seeing me. Get whipping, boy. It's a gay thought. You need to go to a local church, cathedral. It better be a cathedral. If it's just a regular church, a Pentecostal church or whatever, don't count. You got to go to the cathedral, find the Father, go to him and say, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I watched an endless bread stream and felt incredibly gay." I think that most of the people who were flagellants probably were turned on by it. You don't willingly do that. You only the people who would flagellate themselves got turned on by it, but tricked themselves into believing that that was what God intended. I think that's what it was. I think that's what was happening back then, and they just disguised it as that. Just think of all the freaky shit they got up to back in history times. They probably did all manner of shit. They had nothing better to be doing. Oh yeah, I need to be. Last time I was here, I was doing leveling up, trying to get things because I didn't have any things I didn't have enough resources to do anything, and they keep dying down at the bottom. I do just imagine when I think of like self-flagellants or whatever, I do just imagine just your typical dirty town, dirty little village that you used to have, or that is at least what is typically portrayed as a historical town in the UK. Though I imagine it happened across Europe as well. I just imagine that, but with just some dirty peasant walking through whipping themselves. I assume that's what they did. Because that's what we were told, that they whipped... Well, we were told they whipped themselves with thongs. That's what my teacher said. She said that the flagellants would whip themselves with barbed thongs or something like that. Which sounds sexier than I think it actually was. I think it was just a whip with some with thorns on it. What? How many? Oh, I'm gaining loads of currency doing it like this. Those were the fun. Those were the fun history lessons. Actually, that was like I was doing history, so all the history lessons were fun because it was I chose to be taught it. Upgrades. What was I? I think I was just. Was I going for? What was I going for last time? I don't know. Oh, I could increase the number of little explosive guys. I had been wanting to play this game. But oops, did I miss? No, it's alright. I've been wanting to play this game for the past 2 days. I should have streamed it, but I should have actually tried to stream it, but I just got distracted doing a plethora of other things, and by that I mean absolutely nothing. I sat here and played Mega Bonk. Hi Ariel, how's it going? Doing well? Doing well, or just, you know, well enough? Oh, I failed. I missed getting loads. There's like a timing down here where you can get loads that have gathered there. Doing good. I'm glad. You're not supposed to tell people that I've been playing War Thunder. I mean, they already know. I mentioned it last stream, but people aren't supposed to know that I've been playing War Thunder. It's my guilty pleasure. I haven't played it much. I only played it a small amount. Just a tiny bit. Just a little bit as a treat. It wasn't it wasn't a treat. You allegedly saw it. And I've just outed myself now. I was playing it just a little bit. Just as like, I don't know, you don't play something for 3,000 hours and then just forget about it, you know? It's not, I don't really you don't have that luxury. So I've been, every now and then I go back to it, and this time I decided to go back to it. It isn't a treat. Hi, sorry. Alright, Eric, that's fine. But yeah, I've been... yeah, like I said, it wasn't a treat. Though it was a little bit. Some of it was a bit treatish. So, I played some... Sweden. I was playing Sweden. Not high tier, like low tier. Well, 5.0 I think it was. So, yeah, that's pretty much low. I was playing some of that, and I didn't... Sometimes it was fine, but other times it was just a bit shit. Because it's just casemate guns. It's just casemates, and they have no armor. They've got a lot of depression, but that doesn't really help that much. And so I was playing those and kind of having a little bit of a hit or miss time with them. And then last night I was playing low top tier Japan, like 9.3, because I wanted to use the Type 87 RCV, the Type 93, despite it being terrible, and the Type something else that I can't remember the name of. Type 87 RCV, which is the cool car. Then you've got the other cool car, which is 93. And then you've got the Type something. Might be the 83. I don't know. But it's just like what I wanted from it's what I wanted from War Thunder. You know, I wanted just brain off, no think about, just drive around having fun. And those 3 vehicles allow you to do that. So it was fun, but it was fun because it was that time of the night. You know, when your brain is as broken as mine, it really is just, you never know when you get to, you know, roughly you get to like roughly 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Sometimes, you know, the negativity just gets cranked up to 11 and you don't have any control over that. But other times the negativity just gets turned off for just like for like an hour. It's just gone. It's like, oh, this is what normal people feel like. And that's what happened last night. I was playing War Thunder, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was just driving because they're fast vehicles. They're fast vehicles, and the problem with War Thunder is when you have one vehicle that you really want to play, and so if you die in that vehicle, then you haven't got it anymore. Obviously, you've got daily backups and things now. They've made it a little bit nicer to play, but you still kind of want, you know, if I wanted to play the Type 87 RCV, then if I die in that, then I haven't got that now. You know what I mean? So that's usually the problem. But with Japan, I got the Type 97, and even though it's absolutely terrible and useless, I wanted to use the Type 93. I wanted to play with that because I just like driving it, even if it is entirely useless. So I would drive out with the Type 87, then I would drive out with that other light tank that they have at that battle rating that used to be really overpowered, but then you nerfed the turret rotation. So I'd drive out with that, and then I would drive out with the Type 93. And those are 3 vehicles that are just really fast, really fun to drive, and they've at least the light tanks are very effective. And so I never felt bad about driving out and dying in the Type 87 because I knew that I was going to go into the other thing and I was going to enjoy playing that. So that's what I quite liked about. That's why I was having fun, is because I could just throw caution to the wind and be like, yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Just, if I die, I die. I get in the next thing, and I enjoy that. I got the Hori with Bulldog on that one SPG. You don't like the howitzers, so it's 95% Bulldog. Is that one of those, like, the little snub nose howitzers that they added into the game recently? Let's get that. Increase the penetration, chat. I'm a penetration increaser. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. Let's increase the... Oh, we can't actually increase much more. Cryobeam... Let's get that. Let's get that, because then it can increase the number of coins we get. Oh, and we can also do that to increase the number of coins we get. And that to increase the number of coins we get. Oh, I get so many more coins. And then we can actually... Oh, we've got, like... So much stuff I should have been... Oh, we've got burn rates? Oh, I've not been doing any of this, have I? Oh, actually, I want to do that. I want to increase the range of the Tesla tower. It was added years ago. Was it? I thought it was like this year. They added like loads of them, all to different, to like a number of different America adjacent nations. Okay. Oh, the 75. I love that. I used to love grinding with that. That was my favorite because that is an old vehicle. No, I remember using that loads. Just 155mm artillery piece. It's if you get good with it, it's great, but it's very frustrating at times because it's got incredibly low muzzle velocity, so it's really hard to aim at times. Although, sorry, I liked it because I got lucky and got a talisman for it. That's the fun thing about Japanese tanks, apart from the types, the main battle tanks. The main battle tanks that come after the STB is, but before the Type 90s. Those tanks aren't very fast, but they have their quirks. The thing is, the Type 75 is fun. In the same way that all of those large cannon guns are in War Thunder, in that they are very fun, but can be very much not fun if you get unlucky with them. If you can get into a good position and if you can get some good shots off decent speed, then it is very fun. They are very fun. It is a very fun vehicle. Put it there. But no, I'm a big Type 87 enjoyer. It is still just the Type 93 is still abysmal. Even when they made, because I think they not recently, but they did at some point, they made changes to the way that the way that the missiles lock on. They made changes, I think, at some point. Even though they did that, it's still completely useless. It still does absolutely nothing. They're just Stinger missiles, so they don't do anything. Not necessarily. Well, if they hit, they can do all right. But the problem is that they never do hit. And if a helicopter is hovering far away, it can't do anything. And if it's a jet, then it's either got flares on it, or it's just going to be faster than it, or can outmaneuver it. So it's like the Type 93 little Stinger thing is so terrible, but I love it nonetheless. It's just a quirky little guy, and I like that about it. Oh, I can gain. Let's do that because I'm playing it. That number, and then let's increase that. Increase the damage of the Tesla thing. Boom, get one more Tesla coil. Yeah, but the thing is, the benefit of the Ocelot. Yeah, the Ocelot's the AA one. The benefits of the Ocelot is that it has an IRST radar on it. But it's not a radar, but you know, it has IRST on it, which the Type 93 doesn't. So you think, oh, that makes it really stealthy, but like, no, no, it doesn't. It's like you can't see where the enemy is, but the moment that you fire a missile, they're gonna know where you are. Let's put this here for now. My flamethrowers aren't maxed out, I don't think. I should be maxing them out. You know what I should be doing? I should move this flamethrower to down here. I don't know why I've got one flamethrower there. It's completely useless to do it up there. I was very tired when I played this last. Put that there. Then let's put this here. Move you down just a little bit. I don't think... No. We'll keep you there. That's fine. That's wrong. I was trying to get permagemmed by friendly drones. It's easy to see through it. It's fine. Shoot him down anyway. Theory. Okay, so I need something here. I need something more substantial in this little choke point here to start doing... start cutting them down. What can I get? What have I got? Do I have more flamethrowers? I can get more flamethrowers. Let's do that. I should be working on upgrading my flamethrower towers. Again. After I said they were the best thing in the game, and now I'm here not actually upgrading them. Okay. Go. But yeah, I'm not... You know, my friendship with War Thunder hasn't started again. I want that to be clear. I've successfully brought my bit rate down to being excellent now. There's still a lot about it that I hate. They still... They can do as much little things as they want to try and make it playable, but there's still a lot about it that there's no fixing this. Like, you know, it's fucking horrible. It's like it's normie to say, but it's ground RB, not air RB. But you know, here we are. Okay, increase the damage of that. Then we can increase the burn rate. Burn. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this level here seems to be where it's getting much more like an incremental game. The previous the previous selection of levels felt a lot more like... Oops, I missed out on a lot of it. It's alright. The previous levels felt a lot more like you're building your way through it. Now it just feels like it's a bit of a grind, which I don't necessarily hate. I need something down here. I don't know what. I'm gonna put this. No, I'm not. I'm gonna move this here, I think. Yes, it does stand for Rembrandt. He is where you are required to view some of his works. Is he a painter or a man of music? I think he's a painter. It's competitive. It's like it's competitive painting where you've got to recreate his works. Okay, increase burn duration. I've maxed that out. Boop. Let's... no point doing that. Get that. We will increase... that. What's that? Crybeam fuel? Let's get that. Your hurry grind was really slowed by your lineup having a 0, so you flew a lot. It's just... I don't know. It's just not fun. Having to... You know what, I have some ideas on what I can do with some of the weapons in here. I think I need to be using them a little bit more carefully. Move you. Move you here. Now I'll move this here. Put that there. See what that looks like. Yeah, it's just so... Just find it so annoying. It just takes the steam out of a good game, doesn't it? I respect it. I saw in one game I did see someone who was exclusively doing like air-to-air stuff. I could tell. I could see from I was on the ground looking up because I was in my anti-air. And I was looking up and I was like, I can see that guy. He's really high and just circling. Like, he could have been looking for people like me on the ground. But I could tell by the way he was flying. I was like, he's trying to stay out of view of other aircraft. And that's what he was doing. When our friendlies would fly in, he would swoop down, take him out, and fly back up again. And I was like, you know what? I respect that. That I respect. Okay. I don't know if I've managed to really do that much with my... with any of my... Like, I don't know if I've managed to make any... I've managed to remove some. Like, this long bit in the middle, I've managed to take a bit of a chunk out of. I just need to keep upgrading, I think. I don't think there's anything specifically that I need to do. Let's do... let's increase that. There we go. Increase the amount of damage that the explosive orcs have. Don't really need to increase the chance of getting them because it seems like they show up, you know, with this scale of enemies that are showing up. A 1% chance or whatever it was is still really high. This sounds like the sort of music that would play in a conspiracy video. I mean, my rockets that I've got here do nothing. Okay, you can't see it, but according to all of the statistics that I have just underneath my webcam, the machine guns and the flamethrowers are doing loads of damage, and then everything else is doing nothing. Figuratively. But everything else is doing barely anything. So I'm going to put points into health. You're not allowed to call me out on that. I don't care if it's suboptimal, but I'm putting points into health. Don't you fucking write whatever that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that font is. Oh, this turret here is doing barely anything. This turret here can move. I can switch up what this is doing. Put this here instead. Then that's going to do much better there. I could just put that there. I think what I'm going to do is actually move this somewhere like here instead, because then it's got much. It's hitting more. I feel like it's just in my best interest for a lot of these things to put as much damage in the choke points. I mean, that makes sense. That sounds stupid, I know, because it is a stupid thing to say. Why would I say that? Don't. Why? What? Why would I say that? Of course, it makes sense to put things in the choke points. That's what it's for. What do you mean? Let's just say no wonder I play other than shush. I play other games as well. I play nothing but games that absolutely destroy any sense of like normal dopamine levels. I play War Thunder, which just Well, I don't play it very often. I've only played it. Luckily, I've not gotten to the point where I just play it all the time. I'm still a Mega Bonk player at heart. I still do nothing but play Mega Bonk. I was playing Mega Bonk before I started streaming, and I will play it after I've finished streaming. The other day, I almost got 100,000 kills the other day. I was so close to getting 100,000, and I didn't. I got 90,000. No, I think like 96,000 or something. I was so close to getting 100,000. And it just wasn't there. I felt it as I was going. This is a good run. I maxed out everything. I maxed out the levels of everything. The thing that stopped me from going further was that there are legendary items that you can get that increase the number of levels that you can get. So you yourself could just level up infinitely. And the best part of it, well, I don't know if it's infinite, but you yourself just keep leveling up. And if you've got a character that has an effect that just keeps stacking with leveling, which they all do, but for instance with Dice Head, every time you level up, you gain a random stat, basically. A random stat gets raised. And so once you have finished leveling everything else, you're no longer gaining anything, you're relying entirely on that, on whatever you get through each level that you get through your passive. I had gotten all my tomes and all the weapons that I had to max level, and I was relying on getting stainless steel pot, which is a legendary item that increases the number of levels that you can have for a weapon by 10. Unfortunately, I never got that. There's also another one, which is Wizard Hat, which it does for tomes, but I haven't unlocked that one yet because I've been putting off trying. Well, I tried the other week and it didn't work and I gave up. Because you have to play as Vlad and I don't like Vlad. So yeah, no, I almost managed to get to 100,000 because that's my goal. My goal is 100,000. And having seen that, it's definitely now I've seen it, it's definitely doable. Now I've gotten close, it's doable. And I think that yeah. I looked at some of the meta for it. But that did help. I would never have gotten the meta had I not looked it up to find out, you know. I needed to know, because in my head getting damage tomes wasn't a good idea. And I know that might sound stupid, like why would you not just get the tome that does flat damage boost? But I was like, well, surely if I can just stack like projectile count or cooldown, then I can just out damage the damage tome. But no, the damage tome is great because it does just do a flat increase to all damage done. So it was definitely worth getting. Let's get... You know what, we can increase the number of Tesla towers I've got. Might as well. And then we'll increase that. And that's everything. Tesla towers don't do that much damage from what I've been getting, but they seem like I could probably put them in like these choke points here to do decent damage. Hi, Siggy. Yeah, we talked about Mega Bonk. That's the thing. I thought that projectile scaling and cooldown would have been the best way to increase damage, but you can get ludicrous if you stack. That's the thing. It is, but for all the playthrough, all my attempts at playing that recently, I don't get cooldown tomes, nor do I even get projectile tomes. I rely entirely on weapon leveling to get all my projectiles. I go with what I'm looking for the most part is luck, XP, damage, and chaos. Those are the 4 that I go for. And it works if you just... The good thing about damage, especially if you're going with Dice Head like I've been doing, Dice Head relies quite a lot on crit, but the crit tome only increases crit chance, and your weapon, your dice weapon, increases. The dice head weapon increases the crit chance of the dice weapon itself, but not everything else. So if you're trying to get as much crit as possible, you don't necessarily need to get the crit tome to do loads of damage. You just need to up your damage, because the damage is just a flat damage upgrade. I mean, like Brotato, I've never played it, but it's been recommended to me many times throughout the years. I've not even reached the point where you can pick 4 tomes yet. One thing I do like about... I almost said Balatro. I don't know why. I saw Brotato. I was like, Brotato, Balatro. One thing I do like about Megabonk is that you can, when you unlock the ability to get more tomes, so once you buy your 2 extra tome slots or your 2 extra weapon slots, you can turn it off. I like that. I like being able to turn it off. In fact, with my with most of my runs now, I don't even use all 4 weapons. I feel like you can get much more. You want to be getting more weapons. It's useful, but you can increase the number of... You can level up each individual weapon much quicker if you only have like 2. 3, I think, is the sweet spot. I've been going with 3. For dice head, I go with the dice weapon. Obviously, I ain't got a choice. Katana, and then something else. I've been going with Dexecutioner, which is just a fun weapon. That ain't in the meta, Siggy! You fucking better stop! You have to play the meta if you're going to be playing Megabonk. You need to have unlocked Dice Head and do nothing but play Dice Head. And you need to stop using Aegis. You need to stop using anything that's even remotely fun and do everything as the wiki says. Okay. I've not even been paying attention to the number of kills I've been getting, but I assume it has been steadily going up. You better care. This is Megabonk we're talking about. It's serious business. Also, when going for another thing that I haven't been stacking in Megabonk, because it just was like, I could never understand why you would want to do it, but now I've realized that I'm supposed to, is that I've been stacking difficulty increases. I never thought about it. But then I remembered, because I saw that all the people playing the meta were stacking difficulty, is that it increases the number of enemies that spawn. And so if you're going for a high number, then you want as many difficulty increases as possible. I've never streamed. I mean, I'm never going to stream it. I'm never going to stream Megabonk because I've already played it too much, and it feels wrong to stream a game that I've played too much. Actually, I might. I considered it. I've not been doing a good job of streaming recently, and I need to stream more. Maybe I could do my every other day thing. But I stream every day. Just every other day I play Megabonk. Every other day I sit here in silence and play Megabonk for 4 hours. Okay, I think I need to increase my Tesla coils, because I've been noticing that they're not actually doing much. In fact, you could probably just see that underneath my webcam ever so slightly. Stream IRL. I would love to. I just can't. Not for that reason. I just don't have... How expensive it is for an IRL streamer setup? So expensive. Only IRL streamers can afford to IRL stream. It's a permanent paradox. You eventually spent a day on developing your own game and got surprisingly far. Not web dev, but real Godot engine this time. Phone and GoPro helmet cheap. I haven't got the fucking thing for it. I ain't got the data for it. I got 5 gig on this. There's weirder people around here. What have you been making, see you, by the way? Oh, I wanted to upgrade my Tesla coils, so I didn't. How much is Brotato? I've got loads of different games that I want to stream. I do have games that I've bought that I want to play. I just need to. Oh, it's £4 unless I buy all the DLC. Oh, Brotato is like Wait, it seems like it might be actually an older. It might be older than Vampire Hunter. Vampire Hunter? Is that what it's called? Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors is a game that I've played a lot of, but I kind of prefer Megabonk over Vampire Survivor. You know, Warhammer 40k is bringing out Games Workshop, or whoever they've contracted, is bringing out a Vampire Survivor clone. And at first I was like, wow, that's really cool. I kind of want to play that. But there's a demo out of it, and it's just a reskin of Vampire Survivors. There is no difference. And I was like, how are they fucking getting away with this? They've just taken someone else's game and skinned it as their own full thing. It's like no difference. I played it for like 20 minutes, and I was like, this is just the same game. I don't want this anymore. Maybe I'll get tempted by it at some point, but Vampire Survivor was fun, but it just kind of, it had a much more rigid structure to it, it felt, compared to like Megabonk. And then Megabonk came out after. I just like Megabonk more. Alright, let's upgrade the Tesla coils by increase that. I want to increase that, and then increase the damage where possible. I increase that. Can I don't have enough for anything else, do I? No. My third world countries who have data caps. What do you mean the third world country? Sorry, there's no cap on data. I don't have a cap on my data. I could get unlimited data. It's just really expensive. It's really expensive, and I don't want to. And also, I'm not getting a GoPro. They're expensive. I got more important things. If I'm going to buy something, I'm not buying a GoPro. I should have more guns into that deadlock bottom middle. I should actually get some more. Can I actually afford any? Have I got any that I can buy? I can increase the damage of those. So get another Tesla coil. Increase that. I know that the Teslas aren't the best, but they're getting there. Yeah, they're getting there. Machine guns are my current best tower. An arcade racing game that's basically Burnout Paradise meets Need for Speed meets old SNES game. It's a bit like a roguelite in that you take your car out for a chase and try to survive as long as you can against the constabulary. Well, I wish you luck. I wasn't paying attention to how well anything changed then. I was too busy thinking about the constabulary. Yep. Let's do that. Hup. Burp. Burp. No, I think earlier when I thought something earlier. I think I may have misthought something like bad, like not bad, wrong. Damn, Eerie. Get an additional Tesla coil. That's increasing the amount of damage they do and the number of jumps that they can have. I want to put one here. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna max out the bottom right of the screen just to annoy you, Silver. Sorry, there's like 5 names that I need to remember, and you think I'm capable of remembering them all. Right now, the extent of gameplay is driving a grey box along a grey infinite highway, and Drive is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Hey, we got pretty far on that one. We managed to get to the point where they stopped spawning. That one was doing pretty well. That was a new PB, I think. I assume that someone's been paying attention to that. Okay. I'm gonna increase that. I'm gonna increase you. I should probably be increasing this as well, but because lasers are currently doing barely anything. Your next milestone is going to be revolutionary roads that aren't straight. Careful now. Don't strain yourself. You don't want to overload the engine. Figuratively and literally. Where's my leg covered in dog hair? Oh yeah, it's because there's a dog in the house. Who could have fucking imagined? Laser bounces so length increases effective DPS. If you bounce it back and forth. Don't you tell me about bouncing things back and forth. That was another PB. Slightly. I know a lot about bouncing it back and forth. Oh, excuse me. Is that... Yeah, it would do... Yeah. Look at that. Let's just max that out. Why not? See what happens. But again, that says bounces, so maybe that doesn't do anything. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll find a way of making it work. Oh no, that bounce thing does work, does that? Okay. It's... I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I need to change this one around now. But yeah, we are doing significantly better now. You know, we haven't gotten to the point where we're not getting nothing through. But we are getting to a point where it's much better. You also feel up something interesting, 5 gigs are anything but a fiver. That's false advertising. I think someone should get on that. A voice actor charges 100 quid to read 100 words. Meanwhile, a 3-minute techno track is 60. Because this fucking techno track is probably just, they probably just type it into fucking ChatGPT. Boop, boop. Aren't you a musician? Can't you do that yourself? Get more laser towers. Increase the range of it. Human labor is expensive, as it should be. It's like bounce something in there a bit. Then we can like bounce along there. Bounce on it. Then put one like here, I think. And then like there. Yeah. Do I want to be a voice actor for a game that doesn't even have textures yet? No. I want £7,000 per voice line. You're not a producer, probably not. You'd be fair. You'd better figure it out. That would be. I think if I was like a professional at anything, and someone tried to pay me in golden eagles, I think I would. I think I would like behead them. I would scream in their heads so loud that they could feel it behind their eyes. You know, I saw something the other day that made me upset. Not upset, that's the wrong term. But I saw YouTube recommended me a YouTube recommended me a video that was a stream VOD. And, you know, I could do something better here with that laser. YouTube recommended me a stream VOD from someone playing War Thunder. And it made me... It didn't make me angry or anything, but it definitely made me a little bit kind of... Just a bit, I don't know what feeling it made me feel, because it was a YouTube, because the title of the stream was like trying to get a War Thunder partnership, and the stream and it was trying to get a War Thunder partnership day 90, and I was just kind of like, is it not better things that you want from streaming? Like, there was a period of time where I was like, oh, it'd be cool to get War Thunder partnership, but I was like, is there not? Now I'm like, you know what, there's things that I want from streaming. It's like not necessarily want as in need, but like I want more than just to be, you know, partners with War Thunder. I just felt that was a little bit, I don't know. And the worst part is, and just keep this between you and I, but the video didn't have that many viewers. But to be fair, by my 90th stream, I also didn't, so... And I still don't. But I wasn't anywhere near War Thunder partnership by then. What I'm trying to say is that your dreams suck, get better ones. Can you play by doing the... It's a fleecer heist. I've never once in GTA and giving me your share. Deal. I don't even know what that means. I haven't played GTA since the heist got introduced into the game. Me and my friends did like tried doing the heists, but we were all so bad at the game that we never really got one done, and that was the first heist they added into the game. That's like 125,000 GTA dollars. How much is that in real terms? What's that in shark cards? It's like 50 quid? How many high-tech cars can that get me? Is it like half of one? Not even that, actually. I'd assume it's not even half of one. I imagine it's barely even half of one. Dun, dun, dun. We can increase the damage of guns and the fire rate of guns. I keep meaning to do things, other things in this game. I just keep forgetting. $250 shark card is $3.99. So I'm getting $1.99 equivalent. I'm getting paid the equivalent of £1.99 for my debut voice acting role. So it's the exposure pay, isn't it, really? Hey, we did it! We survived it. I mean, we didn't like, we still took damage, but we survived it. $5 after laundering. It's crazy how just small little, some of these like tiny little things. Like, I increased my damage by like 1, and it was like, yeah, that's enough to get you through now. It's like, oh, okay. Hey, look at this. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, so many things I can get. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing this one because I need to finish. I need to get more stuff. Lester needs to buy his new yacht. I don't think I want to be helping Lester with anything. Duh, duh. Okay. At least I'm getting something. That's true. Okay. I've not played, well, I think I played it very briefly. I've not played GTA 5 in ages. I played it briefly once when I discovered that they had the definitive edition and that you got it if you owned GTA 5. I played a little bit of it then because like, oh, what's it look like? But I've not really thought about it since. It's fun, but you can only do so much. You know, you can only run around and run people over for so long before it gets boring. I'll put this here with this laser as well instead. Has anyone seen the GTA 6 leaks? I've seen some of them, personally. Allegedly, maybe, possibly. But I haven't seen I haven't seen much. I didn't see any of like I've seen a bit of the gameplay leak. But I didn't see the I didn't see like I think they leaked a trailer or something or like part of a trailer. I don't know what they did. I saw some of it. I saw the one where they go around to the different petrol stations stealing. And I mean it just looks like GTA. I don't really know what people are. I don't know. I saw what did I see? Or was that an official trailer or was that his leak? I saw one, it's got like a monster truck that like goes through a load of dirt and then like dirt sprays on the screen. Was that an official trailer or was that part of the leak? I can't remember. But I saw that and I was like, that looks pretty impressive. But then like when I then sort of looking at the leaks, I was a little bit like, oh, it just kind of looks like GTA, doesn't it? Really, it doesn't. I'm not in a I'm disappointed because I was really looking forward to it kind of way. Just in a, it's kind of funny really that it just looks fairly GTA like. It just looks like a high fidelity GTA 5 mod. Actually, I'll change that. It looks like a high fidelity Red Dead 2 mod. I'm still semi-excited for it. Though I was never overly excited. I never really... I don't know. It was always something, like when I saw it, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, it's GTA 6, that's a game that everyone wants. But then like I've spent 27 years playing games, and these past like 10 plus years, games have just gotten kind of none of them do what you think they're gonna do. You know, I don't trust big game devs to be able to make good games anymore, so I'm just kind of like, my expectations are thoroughly tempered. Increasing the size of the explosive orcs has definitely helped a lot here. Okay, there we go. We did it. Wait, no, we didn't. Oh, fuck. I didn't see the tiny little guy. He was so small. He was an itty bitty little orc. I think to me the most annoying part is that that everyone's like, oh yeah, GTA 6, it's going to be crazy, it's going to be the best thing ever. And it's like, you're going to play it for a week and then get bored of it like every other game that we play. You know? It's going to be exactly the same as every other game release. People are going to see it, you know, this is amazing, and then we're not going to play it anymore. It's like Elden Ring. People said that was the best thing ever, but it's like, it's not. People still play it. Now, there we go, I did it. No, we didn't do it. Why did we not do it? Where did little one come from? Most games now are like, it is mostly like, to me, it's the indie games that have been doing it. Just one little knobhead just managed to waltz through all the little in between, duck and weave his way through all the bullets. I'm looking for him now. Keeping my eye on him. Oh, actually, I might not be able to do it. No. 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 Okay, that was... Okay, at least it was more than one that time. That's fine. I'm fine if it's more than one. That's alright. It's just when it's one, that's the problem. Increase the... yeah. First I need to play the game day one. There's no way you can't wait a few days at least. I agree, but that doesn't stop me from getting caught up in the hype. I'm very much like, every time a new big game comes out, I'm like, I'll wait a day or two, you know, before I buy it, just to see how the reviews go. But every time, if it's a game that I want to play, I'm like, no, I'll buy it. I'm like, no. I can wait. And then I see one post online of someone having fun, and I'm like, screw it, I'll buy it now. I did the same with I did it with Red Dead 2. When Red Dead 2 came out, I was like, I haven't got any interest in playing Red Dead 2. I didn't play Red Dead 1, or I didn't play Red Dead Redemption. So I don't have any interest. There we go, I did it. I don't have any interest in playing Red Dead Redemption 2. But then, like, the morning of, I saw people playing it. I saw, like, a post on Reddit or whatever, someone playing it. And I was like, you know what? I want to get Red Dead 2. And so I did. Like, I sent a message to my friend the night before. Being like, no, I don't think I'm going to get Red Dead 1. Red Dead, there's no reason. But then I saw the shrinking horse testicles. And I was like, fuck it. Let's buy it now. Though at least with Red Dead 2, I bought that and didn't regret it. It was a similar thing with Spider-Man. Yeah, with Spider-Man, when Spider-Man for the PS4 came out, I was like, I didn't own a PS4 at the time, and I remember talking to my friend about it and being like, I don't think I'm not going to buy a PS4 just for Spider-Man. And then the next day, I was in game being like, you got the Spider-Man PS4 bundle? I want that one, please. And then I walked home with it in a big bag that was very clearly translucent. So if anyone, like, walked past me, they would have seen I had a PS4 in a bag and they could have yoinked it from me. Someone could have taken it, stolen my PS4 and taken it to Cash Monkey to buy Smack. At least in the PS4, at least yeah, it was. I liked it. I liked Spider-Man. I liked Spider-Man for PS4. I liked Red Dead 2. Buying a PS4 meant that I could play Bloodborne, which is one of my favorite games ever. So I would say that, yeah, I enjoyed it. I do not regret buying my PS4. Go here now. Let's increase the amount of damage that the exploding orcs do. Bullets have a 10% chance to penetrate burning enemies. All damage increases all damage to burning orcs by 5%. That one seems like it's pretty decent. I'm getting that one. Oh, excuse me. I mean, this got kind of stale after doing the thing. Yeah, it did. Well, to me, personally, I think I like it. What the problem that I have with Iron Nest is a problem of my own doing. Now, I want to do that, yeah. I want to do like this and have these lasers zapping into there. Iron Nest was a game that I think I ruined for myself by not playing it all within a relatively short period of time. Had I... Obviously, this is very much a... How much is my range on this? That's crazy range on that. Had I like played through all of Iron Nest on stream, like relatively... what would be the word? Expeditiously. That's not the word, I don't think. But had I played it, you know, all in one go, I think I probably would have finished it and enjoyed it. And I liked what I played, but it is true that once you've done it once, once you pull the cord, you've pulled them all. So I did kind of get a little bit, like, I got bored of it. I still think it's very good. I just feel like, yeah, it's just a bit. I got bored. I don't need to explain it too much. I got bored. Every level just boils down to, here's where the spotters are. You've got a target. It's this distance from the spotters. Figure it out. There's some levels that were interesting, like the one where your calculator breaks, and so you have to just eyeball it. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. There and there. Let's put that there. That there. We'll do a flamer. I'm just kind of guessing where they're going to show up here. This level was in the demo, but I can't remember where they go. Put one there and there. I remember them coming through here, and I needed to make sure I had it. That didn't scare me. You didn't just fucking make me shoot feces out of my anus at light speed. It didn't work. Meow! That. Do that. I'll do that. And then we'll do that. We'll have another Tesla coil here. We'll just see what happens, and if I need to make any big differences, we make some differences. It's fine. And then we'll put a laser. Fucking where the fuck? What? Sure. Put just fucking put a fucking laser. Put it there. Put it here. Fuck it. We'll put it live. There we go. Getting bored of a game before it's over, can't get a very high score. But like I think that what it did was unique enough for me to like it. Like I think my problem with it, my problem with Iron Nest was not just that it wasn't that it was necessarily a boring game. I think that it was more that I just I stopped playing it. Middle right looks like a condom. Thank you. I was like, if I'd have played the game, had I played Iron Nest for more time, like if I'd have played it more and sooner, had I done all the streams that I did, but in rapid succession, I maybe have gotten further and I may have wanted to play it more, but because I put so much time between it, I just drifted away from it. Top right looks like a mug. Fuck off. You absolute dickhead. I wasn't paying attention. You were distracting me. I don't know what I don't know where I need to change. I think the problem with many games today is that the main loop is very self-serving in a way. It's like it doesn't serve a greater purpose. I think that's possibly true. I don't have an opinion on whether that's true or not. But what I can say is that it's not necessarily a problem. The problem is the length of the game. So I think that with Iron Nest, for instance, I think the main gameplay loop is pretty interesting, and it's cool. It's a cool concept. But yeah, it's the game is relatively long, and nothing really changes. But if the game was like much shorter, Tesla in the middle doing nothing. That is true. They are. This choke point here is so effective that they're not actually really getting to be to the point where they need to be used attacked by that. I can put the Teslas here instead. I'll keep this one here just as a backup because there are some getting through. But I can move this one up here and then the bottom one down here. That being said, I might at some point go back to Iron Nest. I might go back to it at some point. And we'll move this. Let's put another one here. Megabonk has the gameplay loop, but do you want to know what else? I mentioned this briefly last stream, but another thing that Megabonk has that a lot of games stopped doing about 20 years ago, and that is that Megabonk has a score. You have that in Iron Nest as well, but at least since Megabonk's gameplay loop is the accumulation of score, it drives you to want to get a higher and higher score. And it also has a leaderboard. And not only does it have a leaderboard, it has a leaderboard with scores on it that look doable and that don't look like they've been cheated. Iron Nest has a scoreboard, and it has a leaderboard. And the scores on there, I didn't look at what they were, but I can't remember seeing them and being like, that looks like someone cheated. Though maybe they did. I don't know. I didn't look. But Iron Nest's main game mechanic or game loop is the story, is the little campaign that you go through. And so, also the train level, that was quite fun in Iron Nest. We had to time out when you fired the shell, so you could hit the train. Though in that instance, I think you could have also just hit the tracks and then hit the train. It doesn't matter. But Mega Bonk has the whole idea is that you want to get your score as high as possible, and that is the point of the game. It's also just really addictive. Like it pumps the chemical that you shouldn't be having too much of into your head. Hey, we survived that. This one was vastly easier than the previous one. It just pumps piss and meth into your veins. But that is kind of like... But that is the way that I think that I don't know. The thing is, I've been saying this loads recently. I can say right now, I can sit here and be like, yep, Iron Nest was actually terrible. I liked the gameplay loop, but I really don't care for it. I could say that, but I know that once I get to the end of the stream, I'm going to be like, actually, no, I don't think that about it. Just because I didn't get to the end of it doesn't mean I hate it. It's the same with Stone Magia. I still want to go through and play some more of that. Whether I do or not, I don't know. But I still think that's a decent game, even though I haven't finished it. This ferret is touching himself again. Get out the cattle prod. I've got a screwdriver. Will that work? I'm gonna try something dodgy. I'm gonna move the I'm gonna move the flamers up here. I'm gonna move this flamer up here. One screwdriver. I'm thankful to say I never saw that one. It's an sure game if it goes over beyond Traffic Street as a roguelike score, at least that's a plus. Exactly. You just have to find the thing. The other thing with Megabonk is that it has like the chests that you can open, and then it has like the randomness to it. So it's a game about gambling without you even knowing that you've got a gambling addiction. That's roguelites in general. Roguelites as a whole is just a gambling addiction for people that refuse to admit they've got a gambling addiction. Some of these orcs are just ducking and weaving through the lasers on the side. Nudist Town Leak is out cock and balls. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Is that another Maya Flow special? Or is there a nudist town in GTA 6 that they've showed everyone, and it's the first time that there is full cock and ball, balls to the wall, full frontal, dick over shoulder nudity in GTA 6? What can I get with these little spheres? I could unlock. I've got like new weapons that I haven't unlocked yet. get the... Let's get a mortar. Increase the number of mortars that we get. And we can have a mortar and we can put it here and splash it there. And we can have another mortar and splash it there. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. I've got quite a few games that I want to play. But yeah, I need to get better at... I need to make sure that I'm streaming them more. Part of me felt a little bit like I missed out with Iron Nest in terms of streaming, because you know, when I go to start a stream, I get to see how many people are currently watching the category that I'm planning to stream onto. And so when I started streaming this today, I could see that there was one viewer for people playing So We Have an Orc Problem. And so you can kind of, to some extent, use that to be like, oh, you know, what's the number, how many people do you think I could get, you know, to watch me? And say, well, in this instance, I could watch this, and at a maximum, I could get one additional person to watch. But, I did the Orcs Code one. That's good. But for Iron Nest, I felt like I missed out, because on the first day that I streamed it, it had like, I don't know, 20,000 people watching it or something. I don't know what the number was. But then the next time that I came to stream it, which was like a day or two later, it had dropped significantly, and then it just keeps dropping more and more. And so like from me as a looking for things to stream for you know, if I'm being selfish and being like, I want to stream things that people are watching, then it is definitely like demoralizing to see it and be like, oh, no one's actually really watching this game anymore. Even though right now I'm playing a game which, like I said, only one person was watching. Let's get... On the mortar one. I like the mortar. Mortar's fun. Increase mortar damage. Increase range. Can I afford anything else? Nothing's throbbing, so I'm going to say no. No, not this one. I'll do it anyway. Though I do feel it feels wrong. From like my philosophy on streaming, it feels wrong for me to choose a game to play purely based on what people are watching. It goes against like my ideas of what streaming would be, is that you stream what you want to stream, not what you think is going to get you views, because then you're not going to enjoy it. If you look at Fortnite and see like, oh, there's like 1 million people watching Fortnite, and so stream Fortnite, well, you're not going to like it. If you don't like Fortnite and you're doing it just because of the likelihood that you're going to get people watching you, then you're not going to enjoy it.
It was a mistake to come here.
Welcome to Bread Corp Incorporated, Learjet 50.
Thank you. Welcome. It's not going to stop me from always doing that, though. From not doing that. I will still do it occasionally. How's it going? I need to remember how I'm supposed to talk to people. I don't actually need to do much for this. First of all, I've done this level specifically 100%, and I'm just doing it now because I pressed it by accident. New follower, yep. And they're going to be here for some time. Oh, excuse me. Okay, upgrades. Let's do this. Let's upgrade that just to spite silver. You did not expect this screen when you heard the game? What do you mean? What were you expecting? Or is this another orc massage situation? And you were expecting this to be, you know, smut? Zombie? Were you expecting something disgusting? Cyberlink is secretly Pete Hexeth, the cover for the files. Cyberlink is just a fucking cringe. That's so they cringe. They're just a cringe person. I heard one person say it was a 33-year-old man from Germany. I don't know if that. I don't think that was ever confirmed. I just heard that was something to like. That was a possibility. Though one person was like, I expect with the cringe shit that they were doing or whatever, you know, the twinkle twinkle little leak or whatever. I don't even know if that's real. There's so much misinformation around this. There is a full-on misinformation warfare campaign behind the GTA leaks, and I was sort of yeah. When I heard that. You see, when I heard someone be like, "Oh, it's allegedly a man from Germany," a number of people were like, "Oh, I expected it to be like a small, just like a kid or something." Which, A, I don't know how a kid is going to get hold of, you know, a GTA build. But secondly, I was like, you know what? I could absolutely see a 33-year-old man from Germany doing this. But that's the thing, is that the guy who leaked it, as Zombie said, is that the person leaking it they're just doing a rug pull. It's just a crypto scam. Oh, you're thinking Warhammer orcs. I see. No, it is an orc based. It's like orc fluid simulator. It's not like orc fluid. It's like a fluid simulator, but instead of fluid, it's orcs. We're not getting covered in orc fluid. This isn't Goblin Slayer. Let's increase the rate of fire for the things. But yeah, there is a lot of fake leaks. There's a lot of fake things. Like I saw the there we go. It's a very inefficient use of the rockets, I think, but I don't mind. I saw Moist Critical being like, alright, I've been bamboozled, I got by a fake leak. By fake news, sorry. I don't think this is actually an ideal way of doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. You can't stop me. No matter how much you try, you can bind me all you want. It's not gonna stop me from making poor choices. Okay, come on. Come on, stop it. You can wrap me up in shibari rope? Is that what it's called? Is that what that fetish is called? You can bind me in that rope all you want, and I will not stop. I'm still going to make bad decisions. Laser. Laser. I should be doing the lasers here. What am I doing? I should put the lasers in these little gaps. Siggy, the one thing I will tell you, the one thing I'm not qualified to, not the advice that I'm not qualified to give, but I will give out, is if you make a game with music in it, make the fucking, have it have more than one song in it. I know this game technically has more than one song in it, but it does not feel like it. Let's just put this here. Put this. Put one of these here, then put one there. Why not? I'll just see what it looks like now. Okay, well they get, some of them are getting through, but they're getting zapped by these, which is decent. But quite, I think a significant amount more are going to get through. Maybe. Yeah, quite a few got through, but I think we've got room to improve. Currently 10 tracks equaling about 40 minutes of music. That's gonna cost you at least 60 quid. This game here only has, I think, a couple songs in it, and it definitely does grind on you a little bit. It wouldn't be that much of a problem if I wasn't streaming it, because if I wasn't streaming it, I wouldn't be listening to the music anyway. Which is sad to say for most musicians who make like game music, but it's true. You know. But it does mean, you know, we'll increase the range of that. We'll also increase that. And the range of that, why not? Making a game is expensive. That's why I could never do it. Being creative is expensive. Doing anything that involves... You know what, I'm going to change the way that these flamers work. So instead of them spraying backwards and forth like that... Instead of them spraying back and forth, I have them just doing damage, I think. Then again, they are kind of covering for each other. Like, every orc that's getting through here has got fire damage on it. Give or take a couple, like this one here. Because, like, they're getting... This one here is spraying them. And then they're coming down here, and this one's spraying them. It's not like they're going in here... it's not like this flamethrower is pointing downwards and then they're coming in. Some of them are, but... It isn't... It's not actually too bad. There's a large pack of them here that didn't get any fire on them. You want, I'm not stopping the orc fluid. Okay. I might actually go with one of the earlier levels just to try and to see if I can speed up getting thing is... What level are we on? We're on 4 now, so I can use them... I can do this. To increase the amount that I'm getting. And buy one of those just to piss off silver. Yeah. It probably is best to have an idea. You can't really make music for a game if you don't know what the vibe of the game is. The guy with the Megabunk music's on fire, but hire him. The music he made is sick. So I actually have all the music in Megabonk turned off because it's a game that I play while doing other stuff. So I as much as I like the music in Megabonk, I have not heard it in years. Even though it's not even been out a year yet, but don't worry about that. Don't think too closely at the things that I say. $80 for a 2-minute track. Wow, it's worth it, innit? You pay for quality. So if I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know if for an early game it's worth spending that much money on. Not that much as in a lot of money, but that much as in that much as in that amount. That much as in don't spend too much money on something that might be your first game. Orc massage after this. I'm gonna need an orc massage after this game. Can I make the stream last longer? It might last longer. It's mostly a guide, those numbers are. It's just it just depends on how I'm feeling when I get there. It's there to give me an excuse to leave and not to keep me. If I get to it and I'm like, all right, I feel like I need to go, I can use it as an excuse. But otherwise, it's just bonus time if I go over it. It's because in the past I will often stream far too long and tire myself out, and so that's there just to give me a time. I can't even see the timer from where I'm sitting. I have the thing really, really small in the corner, and so I can't even see it. Let's increase the amount that we're getting. If you distract me when it hits 0, it doesn't end. That is kind of true. To be fair, if you distract me at the beginning, it never starts either. So... That's the one thing that's... I think that's the one thing that's keeping me from becoming a superstar streamer, is the fact that most people come to watch at least some of the game, and I will more than happily just sit on the starting now screen for 3 hours. Yeah, I'll just sit here and we'll just, I don't know, yell at people outside my window. Which I haven't had to do because there's no one outside at the moment. Upgrade it a little bit more. increase the chance of getting the big explosive ones because they're actually very good for clearing out the packs. But you know, I went for a little walk today. Nothing adventurous happened. Wait, did I mention that I saw a kingfisher? Or was that in my did I say that in my dreams? I can't remember. It wasn't today that happened. It was a while ago. No, I think it was on stream because I think everyone made fun of me for it. I can't remember. But I was happy when I saw that. You have a summed up video file containing the GTA 6 leaks up to August 22nd. It's actually on Reddit. I don't. You know what my favorite part about it is people comparing the leaks, the GTA leaks, to any leaks from Bethesda for Elder Scrolls 6, and just being like, I think my favorite one is like people at Bethesda knowing that they can't leak the game because they haven't started it yet. Which I kind of wish was true. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because, you know, we have somehow seen less about Elder Scrolls 6 than GTA 6. Is it Elder Scrolls 6? I think it is, isn't it? Do I want to increase the mortar towers? Or do I increase the damage of them? I think I want to increase the damage of them by increasing the shrapnel. There we go. Do that. There we go. I don't like that the flamers are just go in a random order. They don't go in sync, so it's sort. I mean, I get it's useful. It goes to its advantage at times, but everything in Elder Scrolls 6 is just boxes. It probably is. I refuse to believe that like there's anything really happening there. They're just resting on their laurels, thinking about, oh, if we just keep updating Skyrim, it'll be fine. We don't need to make the next Elder Scrolls game. No one's gonna notice. We'll just pretend that we never released that teaser trailer like 19 years ago. No, I'm not. I personally, I do not care about Elder Scrolls 6. I will probably play it when it comes out for the same reason that I played Elden Ring when it came out. And that being is that it's going to be a monumental game. It's the same reason why I want to play GTA 6. Apart from it being GTA, and I still like that. But is that I'll probably play it, you know, because it's such a monumental game. But I do not care about it. The phone's 5 seconds in the future because you can't chat on PS5. You've got to use that to your advantage. You can use it to predict the future. If I was the sort of streamer that made polls, you could use that. Probably, maybe. I don't actually know how you would do that, but you might. I like that. I have a prediction on my stream manager, and I've got no idea what it was from, but it was just, will I beat this boss today? And I cannot remember how long ago that was, but it would have been ages ago, because it wasn't for Stone Machia, and it would have been probably for Silksong. That's not my next line if I don't read that out loud. I can fight back. I am my own free person. I can choose to ignore what you tell me to say.
I want to see cock.
Damn it! Well, I've been controlled. I intend to that. I don't think it looks too bad. I think that from what I've seen, it did look like the animations just look like Red Dead animations. Because I saw that they were planning on adding a more in-depth fighting system. I think the problem with it, here's my 2 cents on what the problems of GTA 6 will be. The problem with GTA 6 will be not that it's a bad game, not that it's unfinished, though it might be, not that it looks bad, or that the animations are bad, or that the story is bad, or anything like that, or that the things to do are bad. What the problem with GTA 6 will be is that people are expecting it to be more than it is. I remember when GTA 5 came out, me and my friends were like speculating for weeks to the release of GTA 5 as to what is going to be in it. We were like, oh yeah, you can buy a house, and then you're going to have to buy insurance for that house, and you can go in all the buildings, and you're going to have to get car insurance, and it's going to be like a proper like life simulator, and there's a stock market that you can trade on, and it's like all those things were in the game, but they were not what we were expecting them to be. So I think that the problem with GTA 6 is that everyone thinks it's going to be this big game, and I think the same will probably be the case with like Elder Scrolls 6 whenever we learn more about that. Cars have fuel gauges. I mean, that's cool. Actually, when I saw that, I was going to mock you for thinking that's cool. Whether you do or think it's cool or not, I don't know. But I was going to jokingly mock the idea. I actually saw that. I was like, actually, I quite like that. But I didn't like the people. I saw one place refer to it as like it's new for GTA to have fuel, like a fuel system. But GTA 5 also did have somewhat of a fuel system. Like you could in GTA 5 like shoot the petrol tank on a car, and it start leaking. And if it ran out of fuel, the car wouldn't start. It's just that it didn't have petrol gauges, and you couldn't like go and fill up your car at a petrol station or something. GTA 6 and tax returns. Yeah, now in GTA 6 you can start a business, and you're a small business owner, and you've got to go and manage it, and you can't take part in the story because you're too busy like managing your small business where you make antique Chinese pottery inspired phone cases. And you have to spend all your time doing that. And you don't have to do a job like that. You could do any job you want. You could start a strawberry farm if you wanted. But you've got to file your taxes, you've got to get employees, and there's a whole it's a whole subsection of the game where it's you play it like Schedule 1. And then that doesn't get added into the game and no one cares. Am I projecting? That was my dream job, was antique Chinese pottery inspired phone cases. I had an Etsy store and everything, and I didn't sell a single case. Which is sad because I did order 10,000 blank phone cases So I've just got boxes and boxes and boxes of phone cases that I can't get rid of because they were all for iPhone 6 SE. And that's it's kind of a problem, really. Let's increase that. Do I have enough to get anything else? Yes, I do. Let's get that. But I think it's gonna be a good game. I hope. Though I have, you know, there's the contrarian in me. There's the hipster contrarian like Maya that doesn't want it to be good because people are complaining. People are talking about how good it's gonna be. But then there's the bit of me that actually wants to play it, so I want it to be good. You know. And I kind of do. I'm also still wanting to play it. It looks like GTA. That's the thing. Is it looks like GTA, and if it's good, it's good. If it's gonna be there, then it would be it would be funny if it was bad. It would also be funny if it was bad because then Halo would lose $250. That's the other thing making it good. Moderator Halo buying one single Take-Two stock for $250 just for the game to be bad. My concern, I would say, this isn't even a concern with GTA 6 as like a I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's not going to be a problem with, not a concern for like gameplay or anything necessarily, but in GTA 5. They added so much into the game, into the multiplayer, that just wasn't available in single player, and that's what I don't want. I want, if I'm going to be playing GTA 6, then I would like a level of parity between multiplayer and single player. Like if a vehicle gets added into multiplayer, I want to be able to use it in single player. And they didn't want to do that, I assume, in GTA 5 because they use shark cards and things. You know, they don't want people to be able to, oh, they've just added this new cool vehicle into multiplayer. I'm not going to spend, you know, 20 of my real life pounds to buy a GTA vehicle. I'll just play with it in single player. And so they're not going to do that, but I want them to do that. Twitch GTA is doing a promotion where you get a bunch of cash for AFK watching a stream, but it's literally funneling all the views into 3 streams. That's how it always is. That's what I do. I did it for, what was it? It might have been World of Warcraft. The World of Warcraft. No. It was Space Marine. Was it? Yeah, it was a Space Marine on World of Warcraft. I remember like them doing something for that, and I just threw on the first stream that it was. Because I just want the item. I don't want to sit around watching a stream. It's like I know as a streamer that shouldn't be something you say, but like, you know, everyone's thinking it. This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. No. That's a lie. Team Colorless, Team Sprite, but only 10 channels are eligible and no one's chatting because everyone's AFK and most chats are follower verified only. Follower only is already killing someone's chat. Let alone verified only. You're not going to verify a dev account to say hi. That's true. I do wonder why people would do follower/verified only. I can kind of see why you'd do follower only. No, wait, I could see it the other way around. I could see why you'd only do verified only. I think my chat might be somewhat like that. Though I'm not 100% certain if that's true. But it's definitely not follower only, obviously. Increase the range of that. Do that. Okay. There are a couple of channels you're chatting, but you're not following. That's where I find out that you've not been following me the whole time. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd get it. That's fair. But yeah, I understand maybe for, you know, if it's like an esports event or something, I can understand maybe then being like, no, I don't want people like what I don't want just randos coming in. It, you know, it means that you can be a little bit more lax on the moderation if the moderation is done by the fact that only people who are verified. You know what, if I change where the flamers are, then I can actually potentially increase the number of orcs getting caught in it. Because right now, when it opens up, it leaves it open for orcs to walk in. But if I put it here, then when it opens up, it'll be this way. So orcs will be walking through the fire to get to the opening. Yeah, if it's like just an official account that's just doing things for a bit of fun. I'm smart, thank you, Isveric. Do you really mean it? Am I a smart little guy? Yeah, okay, let's try doing that again. Let's try my totally epic smart boy maneuver. Like this. There we go. Look at this. Okay. There we go. Like that. And do that. Do this here. Am I a pretty girl? There you go. And that one's fine, that. There, look at that. I am absolutely the prettiest girl. Let's see if that actually makes it any better, or if I've just made it worse somehow. Having to follow without chatting makes for his interesting stream, and then having a 4 viewer Andy way worse at chatting to yourself than you. You got to follow him and say hi. Yeah. I think that's the thing. That's when it comes to streaming, you want it to be as frictionless as possible to start chatting with people. Which is why I regret becoming an affiliate, but, you know, we all make poor choices. I do feel like with there being a like potential chance to have to watch an ad before clicking on my stream, most people are just gonna watch the ad or see the ad and then just click off and be like, I can't be bothered. It's like, especially, it's even worse when you click on it and it's like a chat that's relatively small. Like if there's a big chat and a lot of people going on, like if there's a big streamer, you might watch the ads just to be like, oh, this is a big streamer. You know, if you click on them, they're probably going to be all right to watch. But when it's a small streamer like me, it's an absolute gamble whether or not it's going to be, you know, worth it. And even with me, it's an absolute gamble whether it's going to be worth it. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I can probably count the number of money I've made through ad revenue on one hand. 10 seconds when you get, they're completely silent. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe I'm special in any way. What do I want? Oh, I can just keep increasing the damage of the things. I've been neglecting to do anything about these. I talk great. I'm glad that I at least have that. I give off that appearance, because when I think about the words that I'm saying, I haven't said a complete sentence in the past 3 hours. Hi, Halo. You doing all right? I keep your attention because you have to spend time deciphering what I say. There's two parts to every sentence that I say. There is the bit that I say, and there's the bit that you have to like put together. And that's like the bit that you put together, that is like the subway surfers at the bottom. So sometimes gets an ad here and leaves. I understand. I don't even know if I get ad revenue if you see the ad and then leave. I should probably go through the process to try and figure out how to lose my affiliate status. There's just a few other things that I think that I lose if I get rid of my affiliate status. Like, I think I lose... that is true. That's not gonna stop him. I looked it up. It's also like, it's gonna sound bad for me to say, but there is a lot of people out there who are not affiliate, and they you know, might want to be an affiliate. And so if you ever go out there, if you ever go online, because I looked it up once, I was like, how do I get out the affiliate program? And people were like, why would you ever want to leave? You spend so much time trying to get in it. People are like, oh, I've been trying for years to get into the affiliate program and you want to leave? What the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like, maybe you'd actually like think about why I might want to leave then. But then you feel bad, you know what I mean? You kind of feel bad for wanting to leave because it's like people try so hard to become an affiliate. And it's like, I became an affiliate and I want out. Yeah, I'm fine with, if I got, you know, if I had an average of like 100 and something viewers, maybe I'd join the affiliate program. But I was just caught, at the time, I was caught up on the idea that I could, you know, make money for streaming. I was like, that's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to be a content creator, making money through streaming, and now I can. And it just isn't really worth it. They aren't trying hard. It's wrong of me as a streamer to agree with you. I shouldn't agree with you. But I did become I don't know if it was 3 months, but I did become an affiliate relatively soon into my time streaming. Also, Halo, you're alive. That's all we ask of people around here. Pacific shorts are looking weird. They're 25% elastane. Well, just stop stretching them so far. Someone got banned 30 days for an obvious slightest death threat. To be fair, I had a video removed from YouTube because I made a fake threat about about removing the life force from a child. Just to make sure that I don't. I was playing Fortnite at the time. I don't want to. I know that's if we became an affiliate instead fans could talk about. That's true. You won't. To the last time. Also not be streaming in GTA, Fortnite, and Minecraft. Yeah, I didn't stream War Thunder. But the requirements for becoming an affiliate on Twitch were shockingly low, I would say. It's as someone who has sat here and tried to stream, it is difficult. It would be wrong of me to sit here and say it was easy, because I've had to do it. But they're deceptively easy. It's the consecutive viewers. It was 3 consecutive when I did it. I don't know if they've increased it, but I think it was 50 followers, 10-ish hours. I think it was more than 10. I think it was 15 hours in a month. And then it was 3 viewers. That was it. And like you had to have a verified account. You had to like have your phone number on it or something. That was it. And out of all of them, it was the 3 viewers that was the difficult part. I might look into getting out the affiliate program again. See if I can. If I get out the affiliate, if I do, so if I go through the affiliate program, what you're going to lose is no one can subscribe to you anymore, which is fine. No one does, which is understandable. Why would you? You don't get anything. You can't use bits. Once again, no one does. Why would you? You don't get anything. Second of all, and then you don't get to keep the redeems. That was the other thing that you lose. That was the reason why I was like, I don't want to, because it's the redeems that people actually use. Though, there are ways around it. If they lowered it to 25, that's actually easy to do. It became, well, I think that it's not changed that much. I think the big problem of that is still the average of 3. That's still going to be the difficult part. When becoming a streamer, getting 3 people to stay around and show up consecutively, well, actually, it's actually only kind of like 2, because you can be one of your own viewers, so you only actually need an average of 2, but it would still say 3. Just watch your own stream. I've actually started watching my own stream now. Previously, I was like, no, that's cheating. I'm not doing that. But now I actually watch my own stream. so I do get 1 extra viewer. Though it is muted and on a separate window, so maybe it doesn't count. I don't know, but ooh. But it's like it's still difficult to be able to, but yeah, no, it is easy to it is easy to get into the affiliate program, kind of. If it's something you want to get into, you can get into it, you know. You have to press your cold dead hands. But what if it... Here's the thing. There's a chance. So, I lose the redeems. If I go through... If I leave affiliate, I lose the redeems. But... there might be ways to get them back, but through external systems.
I want to see cock.
I know. We all want to see cock. There might be external ways to do it where it would be a chat command. Because I know that Stream, I think it's Stream Elements has its separate own point system that you can use. And so I could do it that way. Yeah. But you would obviously have to, that would just adds a layer of things you need to know. You know, you would need to know the commands to do it. Which I would have to find them out and tell you. But it would be doable. I suppose the worst part would be leaving affiliate and then not having any change in viewer count. That would be the bit that's like, I went through all that just to... Because I know that it isn't just as easy as being like, I don't want to be in it anymore. Because I'm pretty certain that, you know how I didn't stream for like 6 months? I didn't stream for ages? In theory... I think I should have been, I think that should have been enough for them to be like, you're not streaming, get out. But they don't actually, from what I've heard, there aren't automated systems set up to get rid of people who aren't doing their job as an affiliate. That's what I've heard. And if that's the case, then, if that's the case, then it just means that, because, well, it would make sense, because there's no reason, you know, there's not really any reason for them to say no, you know. Streamers would be like, you know, as a company, sorry, you would want to have as many people on the affiliate program as possible to just get every little tiny bit of money you can get. What if I left affiliate and got 100 viewers, and then I'd wake up? It's probably true. It's just that part of me that's like, am I just being, like, whiny? Is that just, like, being a whiny little bitch? Am I just complaining that no one wants to watch my stream and I'm blaming it on something else just to not take responsibility? Alright. Because it's very possible. It's very possible that I might just be shit. Like, I don't stream very often. Like, my problem might just be that. No, I think you could join the, I think you could get back into the affiliate program if you leave it. I don't think you leave it permanently. You've got to reapply. You declare yourself as anti-pope. Yeah, go on. Treat yourself. It's not like anyone would take you seriously, so what's the harm? A harmless prank. What do you mean excommunicate me? What? Why would I? What do you mean? What do I lose by being incommunicators? Why would I want? What do I? I'm not preaching your gospel. I branded a heretic and a meanie. But how does... Alright, I'll pay the tithe. I don't want to be a meanie. Am I not the Messiah who spreads the word of Bread Corp? That is true. I do rule from my big leather chair on up high. My big leather Secret Labs Akatsky chair from on up high. As I stare down on the peasants and I make up rules that I force everyone to abide by. And if they don't, then absolutely nothing happens. No, wait, how am I Catholic if you're the anti-pope? Although I suppose no, you're right actually. Because if I agree that the anti-pope exists, then I have to at least acknowledge that the pope himself has power. You can't be an anti-pope if the pope doesn't have validity. Okay, I'm just gonna let this go for one more while I look up, before I go and do more upgrades. I want to have a look at oops. Leave affiliate program. No, I don't want to know how to join it. Ooh. What is this? Why? I just clicked on a thing, like a Twitch FAQ thing, and it cycled through about 16 different URLs before finally landing me on the page I wanted. I want... How do I leave? There. Contact Twitch support. You must verify my identity before this request can be processed. Once offboarding is complete, all features related to your affiliate status are removed from your channel and active subscriptions towards my channel are cancelled. Subscribers are notified that their subscription has been cancelled, but are not told the reason. If you voluntarily leave, you can contact Twitch supports to rejoin. If you are removed from the program by Twitch, your eligibility to rejoin may be restricted. Contact Twitch support for more information. Okay. I can just ask. If I want to leave, I can just say, can I leave? And they'll be like, maybe. Okay, let's look at the upgrades. Raw 52. We aren't a court exists so that you... sorry, fuck. Sorry, my ability to read has diminished. Raw 52, we aren't a court exists, but also... I am a god, so yeah, how can we be a court when I am the Messiah? That is kind of true. If someone is... if it's the true Messiah, then that is kind of... It's kind of not a cult then, is it? It's just real. You'll miss the redeems. You don't use them. I miss them I will miss them as well to some extent. Actually, no, I won't. I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of me is like, I wish I had them. I wish I could keep them. But I wish I could keep them so you could use them. But for me, I don't use them for anything. I know you just did. I was looking to see how frequently you used it. And you used it once now, and then another time 9 days ago.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
There's another one. But that's the thing, like I said, is that I just don't, I don't know, I don't sit here and like react crazily to him. Increase laser damage. I know you only realize something important is when it's gone, but you want to know what? I realized that it was important to get seen while streaming on Twitch, and I lost that when I chose to be an affiliate. Where can I put this? Just somewhere. Just put this like in here. And we can have another Tesla tower somewhere. Just like here. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna look some up. Affiliate for... I want to look up if other people have thought that. If other people have thought, like, does leaving Twitch affiliate, like, is joining it bad? But I'm trying to think, like, how do I word that? Let's do that. Affiliate opens up a few nice doors. The only drawbacks would be the advertisements that Twitch pushes on your channel. There's no way to turn them off. It's either pre-roll or something else. Yeah, so we don't know anything. Oh yeah, I'd lose my emotes as well. I'd lose emotes, polls, predictions, and channel point redeems. I don't know. I don't know. Because like, there's some people that like, some people seem to say that most people use Twitch with ads anyway. So how is it? You know, people don't search for the idea of streamers without ads. Like, if you're going on Twitch, you expect to see an ad. So would that actually hurt? They're going to watch an ad whether they go to you or someone else. I don't know. I don't know. I'll dwell on it. I'm not going to do... My usual thing is that I just dive straight into the deep end and make terrible decisions. I'll dwell on it. Oh, excuse me. I think my the video that I put out the other day, I think it may have finally reached its plateau. It was doing. It's been like stepping up. Like once a day, it would have like a big step, and then that's kind of fizzled away now. So I think it may have reached its peak. I think it's probably gonna end up at around 3,900 views, maybe. But it's currently not at it's not at 3,800 yet, so it's still got 100 views there. But I think it's gonna get somewhere between 800 and 900 views, more, 3,900, which is nice. I like that, but I feel bad for all the people that have subscribed to me because I haven't got any ideas for videos now. I've been trying to think of some, but I don't have any. The problem with making the Bubsy video is that the Bubsy video was very much an idea that I had, just randomly. It was just my random hyperfixation for that moment. And so if it's gonna happen again, I have to just wait until I get another random hyperfixation. Let's get that one and that one. And that one. Let's try this next level. I'm fed up with staring at that one. Put a mortar here. We'll put a mortar here, and then we'll put one like here. We'll put fire here, and we'll put one like fire here. You know what? We'll put fire. We'll put it like this there. Oops. And then we'll put fire here like that. That one can stay as it is. We'll put a Tesla tower there. And one here. Put one here. Like here maybe. Put one there. There will do. Yeah, put one down here. Treat myself. Put one here. Put some fire up here because we need it. Do that. And then do that. Have one up here. One there just to gather any that managed to get through. Put one here as well. Have laser there. Laser there. Laser there. Laser there. Just see where that goes. Why not? Have some fun with it. That can check that choke point. That can do something there. And then we just need like a billion machine guns now. So, got a bit machine gun there. Machine gun there. We'll have a couple machine guns looking up into here. Like that. Machine gun. Machine gun. Machine gun. Machine gun. Machine gun. I like having the ability to change the cone, but for the most part I feel like it is just in my best interest to keep the cone one, like, narrow feed. I think I've got an orc problem. I think we might have an orc problem. Look how many orcs there are. Some of them are red. Okay, quite a few are getting through. Actually, no, not as... I mean, they might once the thing's happening. That's how you know it's a problem, I know. When the red orcs start showing up. That's how you know that the orcs from Draenor have shown up, because in the World of Warcraft, the orcs were originally red before they drank demon blood. And that's that. And then when they drank the demon blood, they were on Draenor, and then they invaded the land of Azeroth. I think that's the lore of World of Warcraft. Something like that. What's doing absolutely nothing? But the orcs in Draenor were red. But the Iron Hand orcs were red. Or was that a retcon? Was back in the Warcraft days were they red? They brown? What is brown but a shade of red? Really? You know? Okay, this guy here is doing absolutely nothing. So we can move this guy. This guy could be doing more. Let's move you, like, down here somewhere. I think, I don't know, are they going through here? I'm not sure. I'm gonna look up. I'm looking up Draenor orcs images. That's close to red. That is a red brown. That is. Oh, some of them are a little bit green. Also, the dark iron, the iron hand ones were grey, but don't look at that. Don't think about that. They're red adjacent. By definition, reddish brown is not red. It's got red in the name. Checkmate, liberals. Let's buy these, because then I can get that. And then I can also get... do that as well. You're scared of my toxic masculinity. I have to run away. You have to, right? Sorry. Sorry, I forgot how manly I am. I have been microdosing testosterone for weeks now. My T levels are so high. I'm so angry all the time. My teeth are clenched. Forget that you can zoom in this game. My machine guns are still doing the majority of like all the damage in this. I think I'm gonna change. I'm actually gonna change up the plan for this one. My flamethrower technique is failing. I'm gonna go back to the old faithful. I think, depending on how. Well, maybe we'll see how it looks once the round's over, because not many are getting through yet. But my flamethrowers aren't actually doing that much damage, and I'm a little bit concerned as to why that is. And so I think what I'm gonna do is, if I feel like if I need to, then I'll just have it so they're stationary, watching each of these corridors. I wanted to try and be a little bit different and have them actually moving for once. But I didn't need to. We did it. And so I can get... I want this one. Let me get that. There we go. Increase that. Increase laser damage. We've been past the time limit for almost an hour now. We have been past it for quite some time. Get rid of that. Oh, you can click on these to see all the I can do this. I didn't even know I could do that. Yeah, you can see it. I can see all the stats if I wanted. I don't. I am actually going to leave it there because I am done, I think. We're not 6 hours in. This isn't the days of me when I used to stream War Thunder and I used to start streaming at like 10 in the morning and stream for 6 hours. We're long past those days. I was a lot more gung ho about streaming back when I first started. But at the same time, I also, my idea was that I was a bit more, I don't know, I kind of had an idea of what streaming looked like, and 6-hour streams were like, I could do that. And I some days I could. Some days I definitely could do that. But then other days I absolutely couldn't. But I could have been, I was able to, I was able to do then because I was like really addicted to War Thunder. I don't know if I'm leaving affiliate. I'm keeping it on the mind. I'm not convinced yet that it's affiliate that's caused that means that I don't get seen. I think the reason I don't get seen is that I play games like this. I think the reason I don't get seen is that I'm just not the best streamer at the moment. So I'm not going to completely rule out just staying in the affiliate program because I can't be bothered to go through the process of getting out of it on the chance that it might increase viewability. So I will most likely still be an affiliate the next time I stream. It's just a thought experiment as to whether or not it's actually worth it. But that being said, I am going now, and I will be back next time I stream. I think I'm relatively close to finishing this game, so I kind of want to finish it. So I'll see what that is. It also gives me an extra stream before I have to find something else to play. And by that I mean I just have to choose something off the list, but don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm going. Hold on, I'm about to die. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. And bye-bye. Thank you.